All right. Yes. Can I have, please, a coffee, um, a water, and um, a coffee, a water, and a blueberry pancake? Americano. Thank you. And I'm Mike. Thank you. Coffee, water, blueberry pancake. Thank you very much. Well, all right. Welcome to week 5, gang. You're good. Okay, I have to ask, has anybody ever gone out to their scooter and the starter button has just fallen off? Has this happened? Is this a thing in Bali? I go out to my scooter this morning and the button just isn't there. The rest of the scooter is fine. There's just no starter button. The most important part, right? Yeah. Turns out you just have to take a piece of metal and sort of like do the thing and it starts. Anyway, good to see you all. Welcome to week 5. All right. Oh my gosh, you guys are so much. Sorry, Ubud. You guys are so much more smiley than Ubud. I was in Ubud, and I was joking with them. They did great yesterday. It was amazing. I'm going to tell you how we worked today. They did great, but the start of class, it was literally like a flock of like, I don't know, gazelles. And they're like, oh my God, there's a lion in the bushes. I just eat the other gazelle, not me. Don't pick me. And they're all looking down their phone. You guys look happy to be here, ready. This is going to be good. So week 5 is what we're going to do after a little warm up is we're going to bring up about half the class this week, half the class next week. The way it's going to work is you're going to get up, you're going to do your chunk. Then you're going to sit in the feedback chair and you're going to get what went well, what could be better next time from me and from the group in general. And then you're going to have a chance to take that, go sit with it for a few minutes, think about, okay, when I get back up the next time, how do I want to implement the feedback I just got? And then after everyone's gone their first time, the people who went are going to go their second time having implemented their improvements. I'm recording this. You're going to be mic'd. I'm going to upload it to YouTube. So you're actually going to get to see your first and your second and the difference between the two. And I'll tell you, yesterday, some of the people you couldn't recognize. Like between the first time and the second time, it was like, what? So it's amazing what can happen with just a little bit of feedback and improvement. So does that sound like a fun way to spend the day? Yes. Okay, now I'm not convinced. I'm getting the gazelle lion thing. Does that sound like a fun way to spend the day? Yeah. Okay, so that's how we're going to do it. When we give feedback, 2 things. Always do it in the right order. I know I've said this again and again. I don't know if I told you where it comes from, but when they say about giving feedback, what went well first, what could be even better for next time second, this actually comes, I got this from one of the world-renowned experts on neurolinguistic programming and cognitive behavioral therapy. So this actually comes from science when they study corporations and how to give feedback. Almost always, if you dive into what could be better, people exhaust that and they never even get what went right. And so the first thing that happens is you don't learn from success with that. And we learn a lot from what we're doing well. And the second thing that happens, it gets us so focused on our problems. Like I use this when I'm coaching. I've had clients, CEOs that are going through like a terrible relationship thing where there's a betrayal of some kind, right? Financial, sexual, whatever it is. And like, he's like, okay, I want to just have you do a session with me and my partner because like this thing has happened. And they generally do what people do, which is they come to the session like, you betrayed me and this must stop and this is terrible and like whatever it was. And they're completely focused on, we have to fix this or we can't go on. And they're always shocked because my first reaction is, well, why should we bother? And they go, what do you mean? We blocked off this time with you. I'm like, well, it sounds like everything's really shitty. I mean, you're pissed off that this person did that. That person's feeling defensive and angry. Like, why don't you just break up? Like, this thing happened. So why are we here? Like, why are you taking my time right now? And then they sit there for a second. And they think about it. They go, well, wait a minute. Actually, you know, other than this, like, I really like how this person is as a parent and I've always loved him. And I think if we can get past this, this is where a relationship could go. And they start telling me everything that's going right. And the difference then, right, is now when we go into the discussion of how to heal something, they know what they're fighting for. When they started, they were just like, I want to be angry. I want to be angry. This happened, this happened, this happened. Great, then just break up. But when you start going, well, what's working? Other than this terrible thing that happened, what's working in our relationship? And you start going, well, this is great, and this is great, and this is great. And if this hadn't happened, this is where we'd be going. And I can see this in the future, and this is great. Now it's like, oh, right, that's why we're going through all this. You see the difference, the power of that? So we always give the feedback in that order. What went well, and then what could be better for next time. The other thing I want to say, I've told the stupid baby story here, right? I haven't told you the stupid baby story? Okay. There are no stupid babies in this class. I can't believe I haven't told you that. I thought I told this. I thought maybe I told you, but I don't know. So the stupid baby thing is the one and only thing I ever learned from my driver's ed teacher that was of any use. He was a terrible teacher, but he told us this one story and it was great. And we had the car and it was we'd done all the theory, like you guys have done all the theory. And it was our day now to get in the training car in the parking lot with the orange cones and actually make this thing that we've been thinking about, like move and turn and do things. And we're supposed to not knock over the cones. And he goes, listen, some of you are going to knock over cones. And the last thing I want is the others of you pointing and laughing, because let me tell you something, you're probably going to knock over cones too. And he goes, there are no stupid babies in this class. And we're like, what do you mean? He goes, okay, can you all walk? Like, who here can walk? Okay. And he goes, do you know why you can walk? He goes, how do babies start walking? And one kid in the class goes, well, they like watch everybody. And then one day they're like by a table or something. And they kind of put their hand on the table and they sort of push up and just give it a try. And he goes, and then what happens? He goes, well, usually they just fall on their ass, in their diaper. And he goes, exactly. And at that moment, do you know what all the adults in the house don't do? And he goes, what? They don't walk in and go, you idiot, you stupid baby, you can't even walk. Everybody does it. You had a table to help you and you couldn't even stand up. What's wrong with you? He goes, they never do this. He goes, what do they do? And he goes, oh, everybody runs and grabs their camera. He goes, exactly. The kid's sitting there on his butt and the whole group walks in and goes, oh my God, you almost had it. Do it again. Wait, get the camera, try. And then the kid smiles and he sits up and he like shuffles one foot and kind of takes a step and like, you did it. You're walking. You're so great. And the little kid's like, ah. And he goes, that's why we all can walk. So when you're in this class, he said, no stupid babying other people for sure. He goes, but the other thing is, no stupid babying yourself. Because we all do that way too much. Way too much. Kind of sucking at something is the first step to being sort of good at it. So your second time is most likely going to be better than your first time. Got it? So what's this bringing up for everybody before we actually jump in? I wanted to warm up a little bit. What's coming up for people as I say this? Anything? Good. You guys are a lot less nervous. Great. Then let's start off with our warm-up exercise. I'm going to give you 1 minute. Everything that's bothering you, everything that's been on your mind, self-criticism, undone things in your business, your messy bedroom, whatever it is, pour it onto the paper. Go. Ready? Go. Anything that's been on your mind, bugging you, annoying you, self-criticism, worries about today. Okay, stop. Great. Whatever it is for you, from your seat, no one's listening to you, everybody's listening to themselves. Vent it into the air with passion, with enthusiasm. Get it out, get these emotions out of your body, out of your head, into the air. Ready? Go. Whatever you wrote down. Oh my God. Who's loses the starter button on their goddamn scooter? I had to drive here at 3,000 miles an hour. For God's sake. Thank God I got my scooter started. Ah! Come on. That's it. Get it out. Get it out. Yada, yada. That's not passion. Get it out. Come on. All right, 10 more seconds. Go, go. Anything left? Get it out. Not in your head, out of your mouth. Okay, stop. Shake a little bit. Ah, it feels nice, right? I swear to God, it's such a good exercise. Now, you should all remember this about yourselves. We're going to stand up and do this one. I'm going to give you about 30 seconds. Remember your talking points about you, right? Like, why? Why, if I don't go see Raimonda speak tomorrow, am I going to die alone and sad because I missed core information that would have changed my life? Why must I cancel my plans and go see this man, Richard? Why do I have to go to his talk? Why? Why can I not miss this beautiful pink-haired woman? Why do I have to go to her talk? Right? Convince me like it's your friend that you just don't want to miss out. Does that make sense? So I'll give you 30 seconds. Just remind yourself, what are your talking points about you? Why are you so great that someone really should come hear you? Ready? So 30 seconds, just jot them down for yourself so you have them. Go. Good. Oh, because good. Then you go first? You go first? No. I asked you last week. Oh, okay. Well, you said you're ready. Oh, good. Good for you. Good for you. Good. Good for you. That's important, dude. That first off, I congratulate you for that. That is so important because you should own those, right? Like that's the thing. People need practice of that. But listen, I could give you a list of my flaws, but that's fine. But I also got to own what I do right and what's good. So I love that. I love that you don't even need a reminder. Oh, what I'm not good at is opening these damn bottles. Okay. All right, everyone, stand up. I'm going to give you 90 full seconds. You're with your friend. You have just seen this person on stage speaking who looks exactly like you. And you're telling your friend why they need to go see them. Ready, go. With passion. Not like, is this how you tell your friend something that you're excited about? Come on. With a smile, with passion. All right, stop. All right, come back here. Everybody's going off into a different corner because they're like embarrassed. I don't want to see anybody. I don't want anybody seeing nice things about myself. I'll criticize myself in front of people all day long. But now I'm being nice to myself. I have to go in the corner to do that. And then I see, this is the energy I'm seeing it with. Oh yeah, go see them. It's so good. I mean, dude, when you go to it, dude, you go, oh my God, Ryan Gosling in this new movie, Hail Mary, this fucking you have never, I liked him as an actor, but now, you have got to download and pirate this movie. It's not in Indonesia yet, but you need to see it. It's fucking brilliant. It's one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. It is so original, right? That's how you tell your friends about something you like. True? Yeah, like go see it. So now everybody has to stay here. But do the exercise again, like I just told you about Ryan's movie. Come on, man. Don't you deserve it? You've been working at this for 4 weeks. Ready, go. Why are you great? That's it. With passion, Joel. Come on. Irene, come on with passion. Why? Why do I have to see you? What is it? You should really go see this person. Come on. Tell me why. Tell me with as much passion as you would tell me why Putin needs to leave Ukraine. Come on. Let's go. All right, stop. Did that feel different the second time? Yes or no? Yeah. Guys, get in the habit. Look, a lot of this class, I will tell you, the one beautiful thing is there's a wonderful book called not Zen in the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance, most people think, Zen in the Art of Archery, which is a guy who studied Zen. And people who actually deeply study Zen Buddhism, all they need is a vehicle, right? It could be archery. There's actually flower arranging, like anything as a vehicle to practice the principles of Zen, which is being totally present, right? What they're basically saying is everything's a vehicle for everything. This thing is for life, not just for speaking, right? Think about this. Being able to advocate for yourself, to say good things about yourself, to yourself, with passion, right? If you don't have kids yet and you want kids, is this not a great thing to be able to pass on to them, right? Like the two of the people have the best marriage I know. Now, think about this. Marielle is not only like, she's so internally gorgeous. Like she has such a beautiful heart and like this love pouring out of her that it supersedes how physically gorgeous she is. And she was a fashion model, like who was paid by, I forget the brand, but like, I mean, she's physically so freaking beautiful, but her inside is so beautiful, you don't even notice how beautiful her outside is, right? And she still gets in her head. And she's married to this guy that if she wasn't married to him and I'm straight, I would marry fucking TK. I want to be married to a person like this. He's amazing. He's one of the most well-known country music video directors in the world. And she told me something when they first got married. You know, modeling industry, like as great as Marielle is, and you are great, honey, you know how much I love you. As great as she is, she would still get in her head about what she's not doing right, about her insecurities. You know what TK would be? She'd be like, TK, you know, I totally fucked up. And she told me this. And then I really fell in love with this guy. I said, and she goes, you know what he does? He goes, stop talking, quick. Tell me 3 great things about yourself right now. By the way, can you imagine having a husband like that, ladies? What a guy. And it just broke her out of it. Well, man, you should see how their kids are. In my entire life experience of all the children I've ever met, I've never seen kids that are this naturally happy because they cultivated it so they could pass it on, right? Do this for yourself. It's not just about speaking. Anybody have any thoughts on that? No? You just want to get to it? Okay, great. Grab a seat. I'm just saying these skills are for life. I know I go off on tangents, but this is not just a vehicle for being a better speaker. It's a vehicle for being a better human being. It helps you practice these things. All right. Who is our first victim volunteer? I'm kidding. Who's our first volunteer? I was going to say, do you... Oh, were you sick all week? Really? Do you want to wait till next week? How do you feel? Yeah. Okay. I understand. Who wants to be our first person? Who's going to break the ice? Who's doing it? Come on now. No hiding. Oh, wait. We've been building up to this for 5 weeks. Come on. Oh, wow. People just jumping out of their chairs to be first. There he is. Give the man a hand. Okay. Wait. I'll put this up just so you have it. One is intro with question, right? I'm just going to put these steps up. Everybody can use this part of the board if they want to write on something. 2 buy-in. Someone did this yesterday in Ubud. They found it really helpful. 3, credibility. 4, info. 5, summarize. 6, buy-in again, buy-in that was useful. 7, transition. If some of you didn't prepare transition for some reason, just think of one, whatever it is, whatever your next point is. So now we've covered this, and the next thing we might want to think about is, but do you have an intro for me, sir, so I can bring you up properly?
I sent you one, and I lost my phone between that moment and now.
When did you send me one?
On your WhatsApp.
Now? Today?
No, last week, or 2 weeks ago on the conference, the Zoom.
You sent me on the Zoom or on my WhatsApp?
Your WhatsApp.
You sent me an intro?
You have it. This thing is blank now, so.
What's blank?
I have a brand new phone, so I've lost all my chats. Everything's gone.
Oh, no. Well, I know how you can get those back.
Oh. I didn't.
Yeah. So this is what I've got from you.
Okay, that's it right there.
That's it right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
All the way to the top, that's the intro. So
Got it. So step up. Great. Stand up to the side. And then just take advantage of this class. We have some tech geniuses here.
Okay.
We have some tech genius. I'm sure one of these 3 incredible geniuses will be able to help you with the WhatsApp problem. All right. Oh, wait. I almost forgot. Can't believe it. We're going to mic you up. So we're going to have
a quick question.
Really good
Use
audio.
my notes, at least on the
Absolutely.
first go.
No, speakers never use notes.
Right?
Yeah. Of course you can. All right. Stand up to the side.
All right.
I'll bring you up properly.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you Richard. He has lived in 9 countries and spent decades exploring how communities organize food, land, education, and governance. He's been asking one persistent question: what does healthy human design actually look like in practice? Today, he's going to share the beginning of a vision rooted in regenerative systems and building coherent alternatives from the ground up. I would like to introduce you to Mr. Richard Kyle. Bring him up.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So, jumping in the fire here. Quick show of hands. How many of you would love to live somewhere where you can walk barefoot to pick up your dinner, know the people you live around, and see the children learning on the land where they play? All right, it's unanimous. That's most of us. So this isn't a fringe dream. It's a shared instinct. I've spent decades living in 9 countries, traveling across dozens more, studying how communities organize food, land, education, and governance. I've been obsessed with one question: what does healthy human design actually look like in practice? What I've consistently seen is that when food, education, and community are separated, it becomes very efficient, but fragile. When they're integrated, when waste feeds soil, soil feeds food, and food feeds families who know each other, you don't just produce nutrition, you produce coherence. The issue isn't that we've lost the knowledge, it's that we've designed systems that fragment what used to function together. If even a part of your daily life functioned like that, integrated, local, relational, how would that change how you feel? How grounded would you be? So the real question isn't whether we want this. The question is who is willing to build it intentionally. Thank you.
All right.
Is that
So
the
wait.
seat?
Where did you stop? Did you get buy-in? Did you do transition?
Yeah, the transition was, I mean, it was who wants to build it intentionally.
Okay, sit in the feedback chair, please. Give the man a hand.
Which one, here?
Yes.
All right.
And you can take notes on this. By the way, you're going to see me typing in the background because I'm using Evernote to take notes as you're speaking. So just so when you see this, just realize I'm not like not paying attention to you and texting
your
or
ex.
something. I'm actually taking notes for you so I remember things.
Okay.
So I'll start with, first off, what I like is, man, to jump in and be first. This is the hardest one. Like we always need the one person to do that, because the thing about doing this, this process that we're doing now, wait, I'm setting a timer for myself so we don't go over. The thing about doing this is, if you were doing it in front of a general group, in the mind we all go, well, they actually don't know if I'm fucking up because they're just people.
Right.
But when you're doing it in front of your peers who've also been studying, you're like, oh crap, they know what I'm supposed to be doing. Right. It's like a second layer of imitation. And you have to get to a very advanced level before you love this. Like me at my level, I fucking crave this. If I could be in a room of 10 people that had my level of experience and they said, Mike, do a talk and we're going to break this thing down and give you everything. What was amazing, what could be, I would be like, are you kidding me? My best day. But in the beginning, nobody's like that, right? It's very intimidating. So first off, just give the guy a hand for going first. Because this is literally, your first class probably at this level of speaking training, doing this, and you're in front of your peer, and you went first on the first day. That's a big deal. The other thing I'll say you did well is you had lots of very good engagement questions. And the points you were making were super clear, like how you laid everything out was like, oh great, I get this, I get this, I get this, I get this. Like your thoughts are really organized, which is a big thing. Some speakers, especially when they have a subject like yours, which is so broad, they fire hose people. I see it all the time. People speaking on Bitcoin, development in the second world, whatever it is, and they just go, the tsunami of like facts that you can't absorb. And you actually really were able to be like, no, this is what I see, and this is what I see, and this is why it's important. And, like I followed everything, which is really hard to do with a complex subject. So I really like how you wrote that. So first off, what else did everybody else get that he did well? Let's get some other feedback for him. Yes.
I like the gravitas in your voice. Because you sense that, right?
Yes, yes.
It's the very mindful pause.
Yeah.
I read my notes.
Not everyone can do that. And similar, I like how succinct it is, but clarity. You say there's no muffling of sentences.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, it's Joe.
I want to second Mike. I think you rarely hear that style of speaking, that style of subject well thought out.
Yeah.
And it kind of made it more impactful. And it just kind of differentiated, even though I don't know if it's your first time, I think it sells something to you there because it differentiated how other people normally talk about these topics, being in a way that's enthusiastic. It's normally on the negative, it feels negative, a topic like that.
Yeah.
Oh, the world's terrible, and it was kind of positive and upbeat, and it was.
You're actually interesting. I felt the same way. That's true. That's true. Anyone else? 2 or 3 more. Because we got to move to the next part. Go. We got 2. Anything? Good feedback? What else went well?
I love the pacing. It just really, you pausing really allowed to absorb and it's important stuff that you're talking about. So it really allowed to ponder on the message,
It wasn't too slow. There wasn't too long of.
It was actually perfect.
Okay.
I know that because
Felt
you were
slow,
reading,
but
so you were maybe pausing longer, but actually I thought it was perfect.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Now we're going to switch to their side. So that's what went well. Here's what I see can improve, and then I want you guys to give them this too. First off, know your material.
Yeah.
You knew this was coming.
Mm.
And the other thing is, you do know your material, so don't do it with the phone your second time.
Yeah.
That was just a crutch.
Mm.
Made you feel more comfortable. You obviously know this.
Mm.
Like, you kept looking at your phone. I'm like, he's looking at his phone for no reason.
Mm.
True? Am I wrong?
Yeah, just little filler words that I didn't want to leave out, but yeah. For
You
sure.
obviously know this,
Yeah.
right? And your phone was creating disconnection with people because
Yeah,
you have eye contact with your phone, not eye contact with all the lovely people in our group.
Right.
And what you're talking about is important, and you want to get it across to people. You need to be connecting to them, and you need to be talking to them, which leads to, I do like your gravitas and your pacing, but you can have gravitas and a slow pace without being monotone.
Okay.
And what was missing for me, what will take the monotone out of this is, you love this stuff. So I want to feel your passion. Right? Where's your joy and your enthusiasm? Right. You're about to tell me about this thing that is so exciting that you've studied your whole life about it and that I need to know about because it affects every aspect of my life. Give me your joy in the subject.
All right. That's good.
Right? And if you do that, that's going to add a level of emotion that's really going to pull everybody in, and it'll get rid of any monotone. Doesn't mean you have to go faster. Doesn't mean you have to talk into Tony Robbins. Right? Like, I can sit there and go, and the other thing about food policy that you really have to get, right? Like, I'm not going faster. I'm not going louder. I'm just excited because I think it's cool.
Yeah.
Right? So show us your passion for the subject. And then I would say tie it back to me a little more.
Okay.
Like, I was hearing what you're interested in, but like, Raimunda's could be sitting there going, this is cool. It's an interesting subject. But other than the fact that you're talking about it, why do I care? Right? What does it do to my daily life? So just, this is where case studies come in, or like examples. Like, if you tie it back to me, I care. And good engagement questions, but you're asking them rhetorically.
Right.
So you're sort of throwing the question out there and then you keep going.
Yeah.
Right? Whereas I would look at, first off, eye contact, right? So if we could change food, was the word you use? If we could change food policy and really create coherence, then what could be possible? Right? Now I'm truly asking the question, like, who's with me on that? Can you imagine that life for yourself? Right? Now I'm actually asking the question. I'm not just saying the question. Right? And so that's my notes. Got it? And by the way, you guys can all feel free to look at your phone, take notes on your computer, or whatever, while you're getting feedback. Any other contributions to that? Well, who else has things to say? What could have been even better for you?
I'm the selling part a little bit.
I can't hear you.
The selling part a little bit.
The selling part.
Yeah, I think it depends on the purpose of the speech, of course.
Yeah.
If you want to sell something or not. But if there would be, like you say, there would be addressed questions. So I will be involved also in your speech. I love it. But in the end, if you will ask me something, I will just like, oh yeah, like I have the same values as you have. And I wanna so what you offer.
Yeah. And what she's basically saying, because you're not selling a product, but what she's saying is you presented your idea to her, but you didn't sell her on it.
Right.
In the way that she was like, that's an interesting idea, but she's not like, oh my God, I want to be on board with Richard and make this change.
Sure.
Because what you're selling is the importance to me of why I should care about this, and maybe even suggesting an action. So she got information, but she didn't get pulled in.
Sure. There's no call to action.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't have to even be call to action. It could just be like, oh yeah, but now I feel like I'm on your team. Right? What else? Joe?
I think I think it's kind of similar to that, the kind of why. I know it's important and it's kind of a given that it's important, but then it's not like also why what you're saying is going to help me. Even though it's seems like it's clear, I think there's still kind of that
too general, too vague.
You want to put it into your life somehow.
Yeah. Connected back to the individual.
Yeah. Anything else? What do we have over here? Anything? Yes, Stanley.
I think one thing that would change dramatically, I know that you had your phone, so this probably affected as well, but you put more emphasis or maybe a volume on some of the discussion aspects that makes it more interesting to
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit more inflection.
It's
Yeah.
like in the beginning you have this
Very.
really nice grounded voice, but after a while that grounded voice become then it's just the same thing. It's no longer have that impact. Like there is,
Okay.
if you can change that up a little bit, then you can bring it back to that grounded voice when it needs to be, and then you'll have a lot of
And that's connecting with your enthusiasm for the subject. Because if you come out and you're like, I have this gift to give you, like I can hardly wait to give you this information because I spent my whole life, I think this is so cool. You know? Last thing I'll say, anybody ever watch The Big Bang Theory? You know Amy? So you know Amy in real life is an actual, first off, she is a genius with 156 IQ. And she is a doctor in real life of neuroscience. So if you ever watch her just get interviewed as the human being she is, not the actress, and she goes on about neuroscience, she says this shit that is so complex and so scientific, and you are on the edge of your seat because she's so excited about it. The other thing about the brain that people don't get is, and she's like explaining how the human mind works and like myelin sheaths and neural connections, and I'm sitting there going, oh my God.
Tell me more.
I didn't know I needed to know this, right? You could do that.
Okay.
I'm not saying don't be you, but just apply this.
I was just trying to get through the first one, so yeah.
There's no, I'm just trying to get through the first one. That's a way of deflecting. Or like we had a lady last year going, well, I'm not, yesterday she goes, I'm just winging it. I'm just winging it. I'm not really prepared. It was a defense mechanism. Because it's a way of saying, oh, if I get criticized, I don't have to feel bad because this was just my first one. No, this isn't anything to take personally. And I didn't let her off the hook. She was like sitting there going, oh, I'm just winging it. I'm like, you've been on stages already. You winging it should be better than most people here prepared. You're saying that so that if you get feedback, you don't have to take it personally. I go, so no, I don't want to hear I'm winging it. This is my first time bullshit. And we gave her feedback. And, this is not take personally. He said, now go there. You got 20 minutes. Let everybody else do theirs. We'll bring you back up. She came up the second time and killed it because she wasn't giving herself an out. Right? So this is, everybody's going to do it once, get feedback, do it again. Right? So you got about 10 minutes. You can grab one of the couches, sit and think about like how you want to apply this, visualize it, get comfortable with your material. When you're ready to come back and listen to some speakers, when you feel like, okay, great, this is how I'm going to apply the feedback, and you feel like you've got it, come back and sit with us, and then you'll go for round 2. Got it? Give him a hand. We went a little longer with him because it was the first one, but it's now normally going to be 5 minutes talking or less, 5 minutes of feedback, and then go, right? So who's second? Come on now. I'll just start picking people. Who's second? Who's second? Why are you shaking your head?
Because it's for me.
Why?
Because I'm completely not prepared.
Why?
Because I had a lot of other tasks that I had to do for my mentorship.
We've been doing this for a month.
I know, but like I have not even looked at my.
Okay. If the class, listen, I did this yesterday. Too many people had the excuse that said too fucking bad. You had 4 weeks to prepare. Get up. So if I get that from too many people, you're just going to get up whether you're ready or not.
I'm not ready.
Yeah.
I've got barley belly.
Okay.
I'm feeling like shit. So I might as well just get this out of the way.
Well, okay. What do you mean by saying you're not ready?
I'm not ready as in I want to push energy because the message is about also getting you to leave with something in you.
All right. Give him the mic. Yeah.
I'm not on yet, am I?
No, you're going to be. Okay. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. This is a great test for you.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing about not being ready. Okay. I got this morning, my starter button is gone. I have to go on ChatGPT and figure out how to hotwire a scooter. Right? I'm going to be late. Huh? Oh, yeah. I was like, I took a picture and I go, this happened to my bike and I got to get my bike to run because I got to get now. How do I hotwire a scooter? Right? And I still got these scabs healing end. But get me on this, guys. No texting during class. Take her phone away. Take her phone away. Why are you texting during class? Phone down. Thank you. Okay. So, why? Because the focus is on serving you guys. Why did I hotwire my bike? Why did, even though my back hurts, I jumped on the thing? Because I didn't have time to find the back brace I sometimes wear, right? Because of the accident I just had. Why did I come here? Because I'm like, I got all these people on week 5 that are going to present, and I'm out of myself and on you. I'm not saying this because I want pats on the back or I'm some kind of hero. It's like when you come from service, things like Bali Belly disappear because I love my subject. I love teaching this. I want you to have the gift that today is going to be. I care about you. And all of a sudden, like I didn't feel 1 ounce of pain while I was driving here because I was just like, I got to get here. And by the way, I was supposed to be here at 12:20. And I'm like, I can find 15 minutes on this road the way I drive. And I found 15 minutes just scooting around people driving, right? So Tony Robbins, this happened with him once. He came from Fiji. He had a stomach virus that was so bad. And he got on stage at Madison Square Garden for 4 hours. And I didn't know till after when I came backstage and his shirt was translucent. I couldn't see it from the stage, but he had on a shirt like that. And he had been sweating so badly. And he's leaning on his wife in pain. But for 4 hours, you didn't know. Because he cared about the people and he wanted them to have that gift. Got it? So that's what's going to help you right now, which is why he's really good. Give him a hand first off. So never like, when it's like, I'm not ready, I'm not ready is about you, right? I need people to have this gift. I want to give it. I think it's going to help their life is about your audience.
But it's the energy I want to give. And I don't feel that I've got the energy to give as much as I would in normal circumstances.
I know.
But that's fine. That's my intro. The first 2 paragraphs is my intro.
That's it. So go over there. Get yourself in the mindset. All excuses are gone. Too late. Pencils down. You're going to give the energy you give because these people need your message. You got it? If you want to close your eyes, jump up, take a few deep breaths. That's good. That's good. All right, because ladies and gentlemen, today's speaker has built a life by saying yes before everything felt certain. And he's going to demonstrate that today. He's lived and worked in different countries, cultures, and environments, not chasing status, chasing experience, perspective, and growth. Rather than keeping his career and his life separate, he's merged the two, using movement, uncertainty, and change as teachers rather than obstacles. His story isn't about having all the answers. It's about learning to trust yourself. And can't we all use more of that? Please welcome Mr. Benoit Ratigan.
I'm going to need my glasses.
All right.
I'm going to have to refer back to my notes. But yeah, how's everybody feeling today?
Great.
Good. I've got another question for you. If I can find it. How many of you have been judged for taking risks, making decisions outside of the norm, and living a life full of experiences? Put your hand up. Okay, quite a few of us, right? There's nothing worse than knowing what you feel inside, taking the risk and having other people's eyes focused on you, judging you for what you're doing, when you know that deep down there's a good chance that that could actually work out very well, right? So let me read a little paragraph for you. Most people think an adventurous life looks chaotic from the outside. New countries, new environments, new chapters. But what I've learned from living and working around the world is this: the chaos isn't out there. It's in staying somewhere you've already outgrown. Every time I moved, I wasn't running away from responsibility. I was stepping towards it, just in a different form. You learn very quickly when you land somewhere unfamiliar that no one is there coming to save you. You have to listen better, adapt faster, read people, and read yourself. Have we all felt this way? Put your hands up. Okay, excellent. I'll give you a few little examples here. Years ago, well, no, actually, I'll go back to what happened to me recently. I'm not feeling great. You might want to know why. I used to be in the sea 24/7, 7 days a week. And only recently, having been stuck in corporate for so many years, I started reconnecting with going into sea surf, surf swimming, apnea diving, and I've been trying to do it over the last 2 or 3 weeks. And on Sunday, I went in, beautiful scorching day. As you can see, I got burnt. It happens to us all, right? When we get in the water here, when it's sunny. So I went for a long swim, 2.5 hours. I went to Balangan Beach, came out, had a nice dinner, treated myself, and in the process, didn't feel so great. Got up, went to the bathroom, and that was the beginning of a 2-day journey, which has been the most unpleasant. But what I do find out of these experiences is while I'm suffering in the early stages of it all, I actually am doing it because I feel that by the end of it, I'll feel a lot better. So the feeling that I'm feeling today, not great, but I know the reverse of the coin is going to be a much better experience. A little bit short for how I'm going to lead into the next chunks, but I'm hoping that the message that I'm bringing through to you guys is going to enable you also to think out of the box and feel that whatever decisions you make are yours to be made. Don't listen to other people who feel uncomfortable changing the status quo because you know what you're following. Thank you for your time.
All right, feedback chair. Give the man a hand. Yes. And I will say, by the way, I don't want to start a trend. So last person that's allowed to bring up notes. It's week 5. You guys have had a week to practice. You either know your stuff or you don't. And if you have to do it from memory, do it from memory. But I don't want people getting anchored to this because we're speaking out here, right? So, but having said that, you know, what I saw went well was, first off, you feel very comfortable up here. Like, I feel your comfort that you're sitting there, you know, after all this preamble about stomach virus, I'm not going to bring the Aerogel on everything. You felt to me grounded, centered. I love how you just casually take your glasses off and you're gesturing with your glasses, you know, and this and this. And you even like went to an audience member, I don't know if it was Richard or Ramon, you're like, when it's sunny. You know, like you looked right at someone, you gestured to them, you smiled. So I felt like a lot of, honestly, comfort and gravitas. Yeah. What else? Actually, I have notes. This is good. So good posture, like you were up here, you know, we talk about tone posture, and like you are upright, which is very confident, but also relaxed. So you got a nice combination of being like solid, grounded here and, you know, waving the glasses around. So both good posture and gravitas, but then also relatable and relaxed. You know, all that was useful. And again, the thing with the notes, they were a crutch. You didn't need them. You were looking at them for some reason, but people do it in the beginning when they start speaking. It's like, oh, but this is, it's like my, and not just you. I mean, I've seen this forever and ever. It's very natural. But it was quite obvious that you did not need to be holding your phone, right? So just put it away, you know, and next time, because that'll give me even more of you, right? Because you won't be distracted by this thing. What else did people see that went right? Oop, I forgot to set a timer. What else did people see that went right? Ramonda.
I think that as soon as you put your phone away, that it got interesting in story. Like,
Yeah.
Then you were more authentic, you speaking from yourself.
Yeah.
And that's when you also got my attention. And I like how you were brave to look people in the eyes and talk. That's very powerful because that's how you create connection. But try next time to put your phone away and improvise. Because when you improvise and just speak more from heart, that's when you will catch people's attention.
Yeah.
So as soon as you got your phone away from you, that's when you started radiating the right.
You'll see it when you watch this back. There's a moment, because I was actually here. You didn't even see me because your head was down. I was like, get your head out of the phone, right? And then all of a sudden you did. And like, you'll see, there's a moment where you decided that you were comfortable. The phone went from here down to sort of over here. And then all this connection started, like she's saying. So, yeah. What else? What else went well? Two more people give some feedback quickly, whatever. What was good? What did you like, Stanley?
Totally agree with them. Like, you know your materials script, you will get every word right, but that's not what people are looking for.
Yeah.
So Raymond was absolutely right. As soon as when you read this, as soon as you go like this, you feel like the tone is different, the way you talk is different, the intention is different. It's just very powerful that way. And we didn't notice like if there's a misword or anything. So it's perfect.
Got it. Okay, so now we'll talk about what could have been better. I mean, if I'm switching, I'm saying first thing I was looking at notes too much. But we've talked about that. The other thing is tie it back to me. So it's always good to tell a story about yourself as an example, and then but you got to get to and what this could mean to you is, or when I've shared this with other people, how they've used it in their life is. And can anybody see how that would apply to them? Right? So I still wasn't, the two things I didn't get is, how is this tied to me? And when you ended, I wasn't actually sure what I was supposed to have learned. Like I didn't clearly get, this is the info he's giving me, right? Because it's like, well, what are you teaching me? What am I supposed to take away from what you're saying from my life? I had got a summary, but it was more like a summary of your story. Not like, and here's how we use it, right? I didn't notice buy-in at the end, like who got this, who feels this is useful to them. So that's, for me, what was missing is like, great, you got over here, you're giving me the story about you. Now, how does it tie to me? Now, what am I supposed to take from this? And when am I buying in that, man, I'm really glad I heard you today? Got it? So add that in. Think about that as you go. Who else has what could have been better? Yeah.
Slowing down a little bit. Seems like for me it was a little bit rushed sometimes, where you're just trying to get the point across. But as soon as you engage, for example, that's a really good pause, and then it's the point come across a lot stronger. So if you do that, if you adopt that throughout the speech, I think that becomes a lot more powerful. Just engaging at every step of the
Got it. What else? What else? And this is where we need you. Richard, go.
This is tying back into what everyone is saying, but I noticed when you were on your phone, you went very quickly, okay, I'm going to read the script, you start reading, and there was this kind of pacing. There was, and then it's same what everyone's saying. As soon as that phone went away, it got organic again, and you came back to us.
Yeah.
You were somewhere else. You were in your notes.
I was trying to finish it, to be honest.
And by the way, as soon as you got out of your notes, like the whole stomach virus, low energy, all these things that you were pre-framing, I didn't see it. I saw someone who's happy with the subject, comfortable, out here with us, making jokes with people in the audience, waving his glasses around. So you got out of your head and into service of the audience, right? If you hadn't said all the things you said, I would have just thought, yeah, this guy's ready, and he went and he did great. I wouldn't have thought, oh, he's sick and he has low energy or anything. So amazing, right? Get out of these stories that we tell ourselves. No pre-protective pre-frames. This isn't going to be my best. This is spring training, right? Every sport has spring training, whether it's baseball, football, soccer, European football, whatever it is. Baseball people don't go to spring training and go, I'm not ready to hit a home run today. It's like, no, I'm practicing my swing so that when there is a game, I hit a lot of home runs, right? This is the time for me to practice, figure out what's working in my swing, what needs to be adjusted, so that when there's a game, I nail it, right? That's what we're doing today. So if your standard is, shit, I'm not ready to hit a home run, you're not supposed to be. That's not what today is. Got it? So take that in, go over to the couch. I will actually say miss a couple of people. Go think this through, how you're going to apply it to yourself. When you're ready, come back to your chair, and then you'll go again next time. All right. Give the man a hand. Who is third? Who is the? Raimonda, give her a hand. All right.
I haven't prepared anything. I haven't prepared a speech. I will just improvise.
Why haven't you prepared a speech?
Because I want to improvise. I want to challenge myself.
Ah, okay. So it's not this. This was intentional.
Yes.
Good. I like this.
It was not intentional. I just got inspired idea right now that I want to share.
Got it. So, where's your intro?
Huh?
Where's your intro?
I don't have
Okay, stand here. I'll introduce you. Microphone, please. Microphone, please. I'll get it.
Oh, sorry.
I'll
I
get it.
have not prepared, so I will just improvise and challenge myself.
Can you give me a piece of your shirt to put this on? Can you pull your shirt away?
Yes.
Thank you. Just wanna. There we go. Is that maybe a little higher towards the string so it doesn't dip away from your throat? Perfect.
Okay,
Yes.
great.
Okay. So you stand there and get ready.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have for you today. What country are you from?
Lithuania, Denmark.
We have a woman that's imported from both Lithuania and Denmark, the happiest country on earth statistically. She is here to bring us a combination of joy, professionalism, to talk about how to move forward no matter what your challenges are. She has been preparing this specifically for you. I want to introduce Raimonda.
Hello, everyone. How many of you have ever had a dream, but self-doubt and fears have been stopping you? Raise your hand. Yes, I think all of us have, right? How many of you would love to let go of your self-doubt and all the fears that you are having? Raise your hand and say yes. Yes. Yes? If you believe you deserve a life without any self-doubt, clap your hands. I love that. We all deserve a life without fears and self-doubt. And I know that because I've been this girl who had a lot of self-doubt, who was feeling that she was not good enough. When I was 11 years old, I moved from Lithuania to Denmark. And I had to learn a new language from scratch. I remember my first day in school. I was so excited. Yay, it's my first day in school. I can't wait to go to meet all these new classmates, Danish classmates. I moved to a new country and I was walking so happy. I was sitting on my seat in front, waiting the teacher to ask me a question. And I was thinking, when she will ask me a question, I will be the first one to raise my hand. So she asked the question and I raised my hand. I wanted to show how good I was. And then I answered. And all of a sudden, everyone started laughing. And I was like, why are they laughing? And I realized they're laughing at me because I'm speaking with an accent. From that day, I became the most silent girl in the class. And it went on and on and on. Even when I started studying my bachelor's, my master's degree, I was still sitting as the silent woman, not being afraid to use my voice. I was feeling that I was not good enough and that my voice didn't matter. But everything shifted when I discovered this secret code how to shift my identity to believe that I am good enough, that I am a good speaker, that I can connect with people, that I can share an important message. And everything started when I shifted my identity. Then I reprogrammed my subconscious mind to believe that I am good enough, that I'm worthy of speaking, that I'm worthy of being heard. So when I did that, my life changed. I went from being the most silent girl in the world to starting coaching Google employees, to becoming a beauty pageant queen, to winning international beauty pageants, not because I was looking, not because of my appearance, but because I embodied that new identity where I believed that I am good enough. Because whatever we believe, it becomes our reality. Who would like to learn the techniques that I learned and applied of myself and on many of my clients? Yes? So the first technique is So there are triple R method that I created. I put all this knowledge together and I applied it on myself and on my clients. So what do you think the first R stands for? Does anyone have an idea? Yes? It's a very good answer, but actually I will reveal it. It's release. First, we have to release what is holding us back. That's when we can move forward. We need to release those programs. I want all of you to place one hand on your heart and another on your belly and close your eyes. All of you, close your eyes and take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. And think about one moment in your life where self-doubt was keeping you from taking action. What was the limiting belief that you had? Think about it, observe it. One limiting belief that you had, and now open your eyes. So that limiting belief that you had, it's time to release it. First, you need to understand what it is. What do you think the second R stands for?
Ladies and gentlemen, give her a hand.
Thank you.
Feedback chair, please.
I
know
it was
you didn't
too
get
long.
through the whole thing, but you know, this is a good improvisation. So your challenge next time is to, you got 5 minutes, pick one or two, get there and get it in 5 minutes. However, oh my God, if I don't even know where to start with all the things you did right, because then we'll be here past your feedback time. I'm gonna set our 5-minute timer. I'm gonna have to list these very quickly. But yeah, did she do like a tremendous amount right? I mean, for someone who's winging it, Ramona, give her a hand again.
Thank you.
Good. So you did something very important. What was the first thing she did when she got up here? We studied week 1. What was the first thing she did? She connected. The very first, hi everybody. She was out here, she was with you. She's how you feeling, right? The first thing you did was connect. And I've been watching people forget to do that again and again and again, right? First thing you did was connect, and I felt it immediately. Great opening questions, you know, and you asked them sincerely. Like the questions meant something to you. A lot of people ask their questions, they ask them like a speaker does. How many of you want this? How many of you did that? I'm the speaker, you're the audience, you're supposed to raise your hand because I say so. But when you ask the questions, I got this feeling that they were meaningful to you and that you were actually asking them. Like, you know, hey, how many of you have had this? Because I've been through it. And who's had this? And that's a whole different, that's how we should be asking questions. You got different kinds of feedback. And what you guys know, she got verbal feedback. She did some raise your hand. And then she did, I forget, had you say something.
Clap your hand.
No, but you also said, and say yes or something like this, then clap your hands. She got feedback in a variety of ways, which was great. Your vulnerability story gives credibility well. And you did great use of the stage, moving back and forth and sitting in the chair, like changing your position, lowering your voice, changing the energy level. Your comfort level was great. Like, I love how you just felt comfortable and started snapping your fingers. Now, the one thing was, oh wait, we're not at that part yet. And good use of board and interaction with the audience. You went right up to the board with comfort, and then you were like, hey, you know, come on, let's start talking. Who's got this? All right, let me lead you through an exercise. So lots of comfort here. What else did she do well? What else did she do well? Yes. By the way, why is no one taking notes during their feedback? Grab your notebook. Grab your notebook. No, what I'm saying is when you're in that chair, don't just listen, write it down, right? Like, get this, because you're going to go sit over there and think about, how do I apply this to me for next time? No, you're not going to watch that now. You're going to be in this feedback chair. You're getting feedback in real time write down what resonates with you, because you're going to go sit over there and think, okay, great. For round 2, how am I going to apply this? How am I going to use what they told me? So don't just take it in. You won't remember everything. This is like 5 minutes of people talking to you. So what else did she do?
You know, the story, there was emotion in there.
Yeah.
I mean, there was the one point where I thought there was emotion was so strong that I almost felt your pain. And that you cannot, like, this is something that's going to stay with the audience forever. You know, it's so inspiring. Like, that's why I think, like, you've done so well for improvising.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. I just want to ask, why are there 3 people on their phones? Or 2 now? Right? This is your. I get it, but this is her time, and she needs you and your attention and your feedback. It's not writing time. Oh, for yourself, about how you're going to apply her feedback. I get it, but she needs you now. This is her time. She just delivered. So, like, I get you want to make notes, and that's fine. But also, you know, all this, when someone's delivered for us, we got to be here for them during the 5 minutes and give them the energy and the feedback. Got it? So, what else?
Agree with what Mike said. I think the fact that you got into role play as a school kid was really powerful. That
Yeah.
You actually like sat in the chair like you're a school kid, and that only, you know, makes us really focus on the intensity of what you actually want to do. We can emphasize.
Yeah. Anything else? Couple more good things. You two, both of you.
You spaced out the engagement really well. Like, sometimes it feels like not in yours, but it can build, you know, like it goes from engagement to like, not fire hosing, but you know, it gets a bit dense, but your engagement was like perfect every time, you know, like it never had chance to null anywhere or go, you know, the energy never dissipated, you know. Like.
Yeah. And
Yeah, I great point. Yes, the pacing was really, really wonderful. And just the energy that you brought into the room. Like you stepped onto the stage and it was like you owned the stage. So that energy, you can really feel that.
yeah, and the other thing I will say that I love is, and I know you know this, but so I know also that your job is model, that you do fashion and you do this, and you have, you know, this outward presentation of a very, very beautiful woman. And one of the things I really love about you is the way you get up here, that's a byproduct. And a lot of people who are professionally beautiful, like who do this for a living, I mean, I model too, I get it. It's almost like I watch speakers like that let that do a lot of heavy lifting for them, right? And when you came up, it's like there was none of you, to me, that was even paying attention to that about yourself. You came up and it was all energy that I got from you. It's like, oh, she just happens to be attractive, but there was no leaning on that. What you were leaning on was your engagement with the audience, the fact that you really like these people, that you had something you were excited about to tell them, and the rest was a byproduct. And that's, you know, I see people lean on who are TV hosts, models, all these things, get up to speak, and they're so used to leaning on that aspect of themselves that they forget there's all these other aspects of themselves. You did that very well. Put that to the side. Now, what could be better? The only thing I would say is time.
Yeah.
Right? But now you know what you're going to speak about for a second time, so get it into 5 minutes. I'm behind here, gang. When you're at 3 minutes, you'll see me do this. I'm not rushing you.
Yeah.
When you're at 2 minutes, I'm doing this, just so you know. So you ran out of time. And your examples of you are great. I don't even want you to change them. It went on a bit long, and my other note was, tie it back to me. You were talking about yourself so long that when you finally did tie it back to me, it was really quick. It was like, how many of you would like this for yourself so you could overcome what I overcame?
Yeah.
I would like you to still do your story because it has so much heart, but maybe as you're doing the story, who's ever been through this themselves? Who's had their own version of that happen to them? How many of you have been in school and you can still remember a moment when?
Yeah.
Right? So as you're telling your story, you're also, it's not like I'm telling my story about me okay, now I'm going to tell you how to be great like I'm now great. It's like as you're telling your story, you're making me relate to, oh, I was, because I can think of times when I was in school and I was like, oh shit, I'm so embarrassed. Right? So it's not long story about you, quick transition to me.
Yeah.
It's both. It's got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Who else has what could be better? Yes.
When being the schoolgirl in the chair,
Mhm.
it just struck me. You half raised your hand, but I could imagine you as that little girl, like really raising her hand
Yeah.
in that moment.
That's
It's
a good.
It's amazing when people use the stage and do things like sit down and like lean on a table or whatever, or just walk over here and get closer to everybody. It completely changes energy, doesn't it? Like something as simple as me coming up to you and saying, doesn't that really do that? Like I feel even a different energy with you now than I do when I'm saying the same thing to you from here. Yeah, so that was a great example. He did a couple of good examples when he was leaning in, like, yes, when it's sunny. So use the space. That was fantastic. What could be better? What else could be better? Yes.
For me, it was the summarize, but I think you already mentioned that where you go to the front book was really good. If you could bring that home with like a summary and how that how that impact us, that would be a lot more powerful. Because now, before you finish the book, that's something that you're gonna carry this with you.
Yeah.
You mean summary of the?
Get to step
I
5.
didn't get it
Because
until
that's
there.
time. That's
Yes,
time.
I
You
was
ran
still
out of
in
time.
the info part, but
True.
true.
She just ran out of time.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Based on your experience, 5 minutes, right?
Yeah.
So, do you think 2 minutes is enough to do step 5, 6, and 7?
Yeah, if you get up and you're not nervous, you just own your material and you go.
So by the time it's due, that's kind of like a good time to wrap it up and go to the.
Oh, yeah, 2 minutes. When it's all of a sudden like 2 minutes, you could be here, right? So we're not rushing you, but at the same time, we're structuring you. Okay, one more. What could be better? Anyone got anything? This part of the table has been silent. What do you guys think? What's your feedback? Come on. Anything? It's hard because you did so much right.
I think of what I think. Maybe it's just my feeling that a bit of that poise that you have for the pageants, I can still see that somehow. I almost wanted you to crack a little bit out of it. I just felt that when you were walking around at first, how you started, I wanted you to kind of give a bit more vulnerability. For me, maybe because you're so practiced, exactly. You've been doing this for so long.
Yeah.
Just a little crack of it, and that raw run that's coming through.
Now, interesting because here,
you said the opposite.
I had exactly opposite experience.
Yeah.
Where it's like I was before maybe intimidated to come to you because of your stunning beauty. And now I would just go and hug you because I just feel so connected heart to heart. You know what I mean? And I just feel like you cracked me open and like totally, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
it's just funny how like everybody can receive certain things.
Well, this is a great example of why, to a point, like, thank you for both of your feedback. This is a stunning example of why we don't try to be the next Tony Robbins or Brene Brown or anything. We want to be the most authentic version of ourselves. Because for you, if being poised is authentic, right? I would say don't worry about losing part of the audience, because I bet if you'd gone on longer, I bet that would have disappeared for her.
I also think so.
I bet that would have disappeared for her, right?
Yeah.
But right in the same way as like when I initially come out as a big guy who's tall with a deep voice and all this, but then the feedback I usually get is like, oh, you have heart, you're nice, you're kind, because it takes people a minute to get over the size, the volume, the thisness of me.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, you know, I shared that story. People go, oh, and then I realized you had a heart. Now I can be your friend.
Yeah.
Right?
I feel all my life I had to prove to people, because they always like often people get intimidated, and I try to keep myself smaller and try to be smaller. Sometimes this was before me before, and I feel now I was kind of myself here.
Yes. And so that's the thing. Be yourself and never worry about losing the audience. You know, there's always that 20-20-60 rule. 20%, no matter what you do, they're going to love you because you remind them of an avatar, somebody in their life they love. 20%, no matter what you do, they're going to hate you because you remind them of someone that really pissed them off in their life. And then 60% of the audience is just waiting to see, hear, and feel you, and they'll decide based on that. Right? So that's why, like, these two ladies gave us a perfect example why the goal is be your best you. And then the 20% will never get it. 20% will get it immediately, love you no matter what you do. You could literally barf on stage and people would do it. Look at how she threw up. She throws up like a champ, right? And then 60% will feel you. So great. Good job.
Thank you for all your feedback.
So go sit with the feedback for a minute. Think about how you want to implement it the second time. We'll bring you back up again today.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys.
Fourth person. Come on.
Thank you.
Who's our fourth? Yes, ma'am. Give her a hand. You got your intro for me? Okay.
Yes, I was improvising.
Yes. Ramonda, can you give her the microphone, please?
Oh, yes, of course.
Just go over and grab it. She'll put it on you. She knows what to do. Okay. I'm just thinking how many people I want to get up, and then we'll turn around and everybody else will be next week. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce to you a woman with a tremendous story. Meliana, yes? Meliana from Puppy Therapy Bali. I already like it. She almost died 3 years ago from septic shock. But today, she's overcome that and is with us. And she's now standing stronger and living her purpose and inviting people to experience unconditional love and genuine joy through dogs. Oh my God. Okay, not just that, but also connecting dog lovers with entrepreneurs who help this mission run well. She did her first Dog Lovers community event last Sunday and made everyone happy. I bet she did. And the next one is going to be this Saturday. Let's listen to what she does and give our support to May from Puppy Therapy Bali. Yeah. No notes. Come on. You can do it. All right, go May.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, I know I'm not cute, right? But you want to see something cuter. Of course, it's not me. How about a lovely dog? Not the best artist, of course. That's why I have Lucy. I'm gonna show you. So, Lucy is my white mini schnauzer. So yeah, that's Lucy, my daughter. And yeah, I don't know if you ask me who I am or tell me about myself, I don't know what to say. But if you ask me about dogs, I can passionately tell you about lots of things because I was born and raised with A dog, always dogs at home. I don't like dogless space thing. Sorry, Awan, but yeah, place is better with dogs. Do you agree? Raise your hand if you like dogs like me. And if you even have dogs, you do at home? Wow, amazing. See, you said you like dogs, but you don't have one. That's why you need to come to Puppy Therapy Bali, because everyone loves dogs, but not everyone can easily commit to raise one, especially if you love to travel or busy, or yeah, you live in a dogless space. Sorry, but me and Lucy are always available. So we're also hosting events. You can always come. I know they are so cute, and then you can easily get attached to them, right? Get attached to them. Get attached to them. That's what happened to me when I lost my dog, previous dog, and I was so stressed, so lost. I get septic shock. I almost die in a hospital bed. And then I thought, oh, it must be my last night on earth. But nope, I'm still here. And then living my purpose. I want you guys to experience the unconditional love of dogs. And then they will never judge you. You can come as you are. You will always live happier than when you come. And I want you to close your eyes for now. Just close your eyes. Imagine if you have an event or unplanned weekend, then you meet a lot of cute dogs. Some are small, some are big. They're running to you, sniff at you, lick you, and then you give them treats, they suddenly love you. Imagine if you have a birthday party or just a hangout with lots of kids that you cannot always entertain. But you see me and Lucy in the room sharing the energy and make people smile. All the pictures taken by the photographers are great to be posted. So I see lots of faces are smiling. You may open your eyes. This is the reality. So see you this Saturday at Puppy Therapy Bali event. Thank you so much.
All right, get in the feedback chair. Get in the feedback chair. Come on. Do you have something to take notes with? Do you want to take notes on your phone? Okay, great. So, ladies and gentlemen, give her a hand. All right, stop my timer. So, what I see that was great was a lot of things. She came out and was immediately using humor, right? Like sniffs me, you know, like doing this, wasn't afraid to just relax and like bring some fun into it. And she did that with everybody else right away as well. You know, she's up on the board. She's like, I don't know if I'm cute, but here's something that's cute. Draws a picture of a dog, like relaxed, comfortable, which made me relaxed and comfortable, right? You were immediately connecting. Do you guys notice that? Right? Like, hi, I'm going to sniff the MC. I'm going to draw a little picture of a doggy. I'm out here with you. Did you guys feel that? Yeah. So you're connecting right away. You weren't afraid to use humor. You didn't get up and think, God, I have this important subject, so I have to be very important and be speaker. You got up and you were real. And I like the way you actually varied your ways of connection. Like, you know, obviously if we had a projector, you could have had that video queued up and you're like, but we don't have a projector. Did she make an excuse? No. She's like, great, I got what I got, a phone. And then she wasn't afraid to get close to you, to use the stage, to show you the video, right? Like, we don't talk about what's not available. We talk about what is available. How are we going to use it? She used the space well. What else did I like that was good? Great varying of energy. You know, that's the other thing. She really played with, like, I'm happy, now I'm really serious, but now I'm back up again. You know, played with that a little bit. What did you all see? What's the feedback that she did well? Yes, Joel.
I thought it was like very authentic. Like,
yes.
I think Ramona's was authentic in her way, but this was perfectly authentic in her
right.
way of doing it.
They both did a great job of like being them.
Yeah.
Right? Nobody was trying to be some version of something else. Ramona was very her, you were very you. Yeah. Stanley.
Actually, what you say about the projector, if that was a projector, I think she wouldn't make a strong connection. Because when she goes through everyone, it's like going through everyone, had the eye contact. So I think that was like really powerful way to kind of like connect with the dogs and the people around.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's Ramonda.
I think I really like how you came in. It was funny, so you used humor. So this way you made us more curious what we should talk about. So that was nice, and also how you showed the picture and looked at everyone with the music. So it kind of also made my energy go up. Like, with this music, I imagine how much you love this dog.
Yeah.
Got sympathy to you.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Did we cut you off?
Yeah, I felt like this, like how she really loves dog. I could just feel
the thing.
her love to dog.
Yes.
I was going to say, like, to come on after Ramonda as well with that energy, like you brought a level of energy to that like I would have been scared to go up after that. And the way that you did that, like, you kept that level of energy, but naturally. You know?
But in her own way.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, one more.
When you came, almost like I could feel you getting stuck on what you were going to say next. You had enough time that it didn't last too long, and you were able to bounce back very quickly. So at times I could feel that you were like, what am I going to say next? And then you were able to actually just catch it before it made it too obvious that you kind of like maybe you forgot what you were going to say.
Yeah. Really good.
I don't have the script.
I know.
I haven't met any.
Okay.
just the TL for you to read.
just so you guys know, that should not be an excuse next week. Everybody who's left, we're going to do one more today, and then the other 7 of you are going to go next week because we want to get everybody up for their round 2. You now have these people as an example. You now have 8 days, if you include today, right, to get your stuff ready. So no more, I don't have my script, I didn't know this was coming. We've extended class an extra week so everybody can have a chance. Have it ready. Practice it 2 or 3 times. Okay, but good. What could have been better, and some of this comes from the fact that you were winging it a bit. Again, the first I put was more organized material. Like have your thoughts organized so that you can deliver them to me in an organized way. Tie it back to me. I was really entertained by it, but notice everybody here talked about your passion for dogs, how cute you were, how great your energy was, how funny you were, how relaxed you were. Not one person here said, and what I got was, oh my God, I can hardly wait to go to your event. I've had that happen to me with a dog that I got unconditional love. Oh my God, I see why that dog saved you. I wish I had had something like that when I went through something. So all your feedback was about how great and relaxed you are, but you didn't do enough. Okay, so why am I listening to this? What's this doing for me? Which is important because your ultimate goal here is to get me to come to your thing. And what I really related to is your experience, and I'm happy you had a great time with the dog. But the other note that I put was, as an example, more questions. Like you were telling me, dogs will love you as you are. What you could have done is involve me. Who's ever had a dog that just doesn't even have to be your dog. Maybe it's your partner's dog. Maybe it's your neighbor's dog, but that dog just loved you. Anyone ever had that happen? Right? And like the thing about dogs, right? You can smell bad. You can have messy hair and rumpled up clothes. You can be having a bad day and that dog still just wants to love you. Anyone ever experienced that? Doesn't it feel good? Right? Bring it to me. Don't tell me, bring me in, got it? And that's why, and the power of that feeling is why I started this thing in Bali, because it doesn't just help you in the moment, it helped me recover from a life-threatening disease. So if it can do that, what if you had more of that energy in your life? What if you got a little dose of that once a week? That love, that puppy love. Who wants that, right? And now you're tying it to me, and that leads into, good, I've got a place you can go get it. Okay, what else could she have done better? Yes.
So I saw her like in the beginning was so impressed for me,
Mhm.
but I am missing the energy they bring. Actually, they come like cute with a little action, but if they're like a more giving like more reaction, like a vibe more live, I think this is gonna be like more cute and like we impress more. I think this side.
Yeah. Anything else?
So yes,
Yes.
like to tie into what you said at the end, you brought that energy. Thank you very much. Like you said something like that at the end that brought like the energy into it, and I did think the same thing. Like why at the end, you know?
Yeah, like you had the humor and the relaxedness in the beginning, but yeah, that burst of energy was at the end. Two more people, real quick. What could you have done better? Yes.
I feel like when she was drawing the dog, she said, "I'm not good at drawing, but there's something that you personally do when you're writing. Even though you have like a standard writing, you say you guys going to see the perfect handwriting. It's like a trick to get something
Yeah.
out from the audience. So instead of like saying it was a bad drawing, she said like, yeah, so hyping the audience and enjoying it. I think she could have
Yeah.
something out from that.
Yeah, you can make a joke instead of like, this is going to be bad. You go, so I have my own version of art. There's Picasso, there's Leonardo da Vinci, and there's me. And then you're right. You say, isn't this beautiful? And people can laugh, right? One more. What could you have done better? Anyone? Doesn't have to be.
Something I might have missed it because our eyes were closed, like when the head was turned
Yeah.
right here. But the details about your meetup would have been really great to land on, and because we're already ready to go, and when and where and why and how.
Yeah.
That would be.
Yeah. Tie it back to me. Make me want the feeling that you have. Ask me, wouldn't it be great to have that feeling in my life? Yes, it would. Now I've got buy-in, step 6, and the transition is great. I've got a place for you to go get that. You see what I mean? Okay, one last one.
I was going to say exactly what you said. I think the message is good that you've got this place and you're giving this rewarding thing, but the message was kind of worried really towards the end that like you offer that, like
Yeah.
offer this space, like and the rewarding part of it was too close to the end.
Yeah. All right, give her a hand. All right, we got time for one last person. And then everybody's going to go give us their second round, and we're only going to give them what did they do well their second time. So who's our last person today? Thank you very much. Give her one more hand. All right, come on up. I got a microphone for you. Let's do it. Are you okay? Do you need to get some air? Or some food or something? Huh? Do you want to step outside or something? Are you okay? No, whatever you need.
I'm not prepared.
Just pull this, pull your shirt. There we go. Just so I can put this up here. Okay.
I'm nervous.
All right, give me your intro. Listen. Okay, good. Ladies and gentlemen, our last speaker for today, please welcome Dr. Rosie, a dedicated medical doctor with over 5 years of experience in nutrition and aesthetics. She is also the owner of an aesthetic and wellness clinic and has spent the last several years helping people improve not only their health, but also their confidence and quality of life. Today, she will share her insights and experience with us. Please give a warm welcome to Dr. Rosie.
Hello, everyone. It's really good to be here. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Today, I'm gonna share this my journey, but this not a perfection story. But I try my best, guys. I was a newbie in Bali. I coming 4 months ago to build my business, aesthetic and wellness in here. Since I moving to Bali, even still Indonesia, I have roller coaster shock culture because it's a different. I coming from capital Indonesia from Jakarta, and now I am stuck in beautiful island. People say Bali is paradise. People say Bali is horrible, but every people have a different experiment. But I love Bali. I think I will be retiring here. My target, I retire last year, but something horrible come in my side, so I need to keep working because I'm still young, guys. Let's as you know, I'm 37 years. I know this all, but people say I'm still 25, and this good compliment for me. Basically, because I work on the inner side and outside, so I work in the combination for hack beauty lifestyle. So if everybody have some deep insecurity, might be about the body, physical body, especially because I'm specialist of that. I like you raise your hand, so maybe I can be help little to growing your these parts. So on that point, everybody might be judge my job because sun in the aesthetic side, people think this girl gonna be change my face. This work not like that actually, but we like to giving educate for the way people living, the way in their lifestyle, the way they're gonna be improved or quality life. And since my entrepreneur, I like to investing my time on learning self improvement, like a skill communication, like I do right now. And then for this kind of like I dealing with my on insecurity too. I have even I work on that part. So I like to give you some little tip who everybody wanna uh, listen what I gonna be say. So first of all, I think I like to you to appreciate yourself the way who you are without any judge or blame like you're not perfection human being because everybody like to be a blend like I think my face needs something to fix. Oh, I think my body a bit fat and overwhelmed, this kind of stuff. I think this like just come for the people don't have knowledge about appreciating the body, you know, guys. So my what I say is like please just be who you are, accept who you are. If you want to improve yourself, improve your lifestyle, and if you want to improve little for your physical body, you can come to me. I like to help you guys. Thank you.
There you go. Give her a hand. All right, feedback chair. So was that thought out ahead of time, or is this today improvising?
I improve it.
Huh?
I have like script, but I cannot use it
Why can you not use it?
because forget.
You forgot it.
Yeah.
Okay, preparation,
Yes.
always. Next week, these are not valid excuses anymore. Yeah, you all knew this was coming this week. So like I didn't know. Week 5, you know, the week we've been talking about since the very day that we started, where I was supposed to present. Oh, you want me to be ready today? You at noon? What? Really? And a lot of people in Uber did the same thing, and it's a defense mechanism, right? It's a way of avoidance. Look, every single person here is a professional adult. We all organize a lot of things in our lives. So to say like over a month, I didn't have time to practice 2 or 3 times, not just for you, but for everyone here, like no hiding next week with that one, right? You got 8 days, including today. So, and the same thing happened in Ubud, it's normal.
Yeah.
But really, it's our way of protecting ourselves if we don't do well. So, but having said that, let's talk about what you did do well. You went for it, and you came out with a lot of energy and happiness and got on stage, and I felt immediately like your joy and your excitement and you're talking to people, and that I really felt like you want us to know about your subject. Like that you love, you know what I've been saying to other people? Like, why don't I feel like you love your subject? I felt like you love your subject. Like this makes you happy that you get to talk about this. And that is so persuasive because, you know, body language and tone more than words. And I'm like, I got pulled in by that. Like she's excited by her thing. It was really good. So what else does people have to say about what she did well?
Yes, I like how she came with this good energy and she asked like her introduction, like how she connected kind of with people. Like, how are you? I think you said something that I immediately got my attention. And also you said you want to hear the techniques, like you applied one of the buy-in, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want to hear the techniques?
Yeah. Anything else? What you do well?
I think like the topic that you spoke about, like you could have just like I don't know, it's like clinical stuff. Like you kind of didn't take the topic so seriously, which is also a good thing, you know, like because you could have come and just like bombarded with information, but you didn't do that. You made it like friendly and not about like you know like having to get surgery or you know. Like,
Yeah. One more. What you do well? Yes.
I feel like she had a very natural gesture when she was doing her speech, so it aligned with what she was speaking, and it was completely natural.
Yeah. It was very natural. Is this? I mean, this music is that from an event? They're what?
That was the reason why I didn't want to do
Oh, is that always at this time? Yeah, thank you. Okay. What's that? Really? Are you guys having trouble hearing? Oh, you need a mic. Okay. Got it. So, what could have been better? Let's give you real quick what could have been better. First off, got it. So let's focus back on her. What could have been better? So first off, practice and organize. You actually have the perfect subject to go through this. You have the perfect subject to go through this, and you didn't. Right? You could have started me off with, how many of you have ever felt like I don't want to look like someone else, but I'd love to look like the best version of myself? Right? Who wants to be the most beautiful, healthy looking version of themselves? Well, great. If I can show you a way that you can do that and experience the paradise of Bali and the paradise of the best version of yourself, who'd want to know what that is? Buy-in. Then your story, credibility, right? I came, this is what happened for me. Then the info. So, right? Then you could have said, here's what you just learned. Who thinks that'd be a great thing to apply to themselves? Call to action. Well, I have a clinic, right? So organize your thoughts and use this. And that's what rehearsal's for, right? And the other thing I saw was you do a lot of telling. Like people think, oh my God, you're going to change my face. Could have been, who's ever wanted to get aesthetic treatments, but then they thought, well, but I like my face and I'm sort of worried. I don't want them to change it. Anybody ever felt that way? Right? Or when you said, everyone comes in and they feel like, you know, I'm fat or something on my body isn't good. Perfect question. Look, so many people, when I first work with them, they look in the mirror and all they see are their flaws. And who's ever done that? Like the only thing they can go is, oh my God, I'm fat, or oh my God, this. I know no one here ever does that, but who knows someone else like that? Right? You could bring me in, make it about me. That's been a big theme today. So And then you go, well, here's how we solve that problem. You know, I have this clinic, blah, blah, blah. So your thing is, while a few people go on their second round, go, organize your thoughts, look at this structure again, put it in line. And then that way you're setting yourself up for a call to action at the end. Does that make sense? Who else? What else do we got? What could have been better for next time? Yes.
So when she was starting up, she had her hands in her pocket.
Uh-huh.
That's probably not the
Reflection, yeah.
So it's like a bad habit. You could
Yeah.
wear something up.
Yes.
Thank you.
What I felt like there was no eye contact.
Yes. Oh, thank you. I meant to mention that.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. That's right, yeah.
And that's what happens when you don't prepare. You're in your head trying to think of the next thing instead of out here with us. What else could be better?
Also, I'll just jump on that comment. I read a trick. If you feel nervous when you look people in the eyes,
Yes.
between their eyebrows.
Okay.
And they think that you're looking in their eyes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just look in their eyes.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah.
And one more. Anything? Anything? Anybody? No. Yes. Last chance. Going. Stanley.
To summarize again, just kind of like bring that home, package that so that people can take that home.
Yeah.
Like, what is it that we need to take home from that talk?
Got it. Last one, Joel.
I can't remember the exact jokes, but you said a few jokes like in there, like that were funny, and maybe could have brought that to the start, you know, to make such a heavy topic not seem heavy.
Yeah. That's actually very good advice, right? Because it's people's appearance. People that are familiar with aesthetics love it. But, you know, for example, like I know radio frequency needling, right? One of my clients owns a med spa, one of my coaching clients. And it's like, you know, when she first told me about it, she goes, oh, Mike, you should do it. They probably have places in Bali. I'm like, what do you do? She goes, well, it's amazing. You know what they do? First off, they're going to put a lot of face numbing cream, so you'll barely feel any pain. This is how she tees it up. They're going to give you face numbing cream for 45 minutes. You'll barely feel any pain. And then they take this thing that pokes holes in your skin and puts a laser in the holes. And I'm like, we really have to work on your presentation. But the thing is, like, because she was my client and I actually really wanted to understand her business, I went to a place here. I think it was Cocoon or something in Ubud that does it. Because I'm like, okay, I got to get what she's talking about so I can coach her better. And that doctor made it sound beautiful, right? Because it is a heavy subject. But the doctor's like, oh no, here's what's going to happen. We're going to grow collagen. It's going to be fine. You're going to look like you have a sunburn for a day. Then you're going to be good. I felt like, oh, okay, this is all right. You know, so it's all how you present it. But the doctor used a lot of humor. And because I told her what my client had said, she goes, oh yeah, we're just going to, you know, she goes, why don't we just scrape off all the skin? And she made me laugh, you know. So good. Go play with that for a few minutes. Give her a hand. And then come back. Okay. Now, everybody up. Stand up.
Thank you.
Get our energy up. It's a big day because we don't take a break on this day. All right. Little side bend here.